Oh, well, welcome to the streamer's life, I guess. Um, so aggravating. Um, we're going to attempt to do some pattern work. My Streamlabs OBS was not behaving correctly. So, welcome to the channel. Um, Currently, it is just about 5 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. I got time to stream for about a half an hour. We're going to try to do some crazy pattern work. I believe it's pretty windy. We're going to be in southern Rhode Island. Well, can't get much more southern than Rhode Island. It's a pretty small place. So let me get back under the hood in X-Plane, see if I can grab my chat and get us rocking and rolling. 250 at 6. What?
Temperature 22, dew point -1. Altimeter 2990. Arriving runway 32, departing runway 32. Advise on initial contact, you have November. New Bedford Regional Information November. 1400 Zulu weather. Wind 250 at 6.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Sky conditions 11,000 overcast. Temperature 22, dew point
Gonna go.
-1.
Just going to throw on that landing light.
Arriving.
Alright, let's find a flag. We got runways going over that direction. I think there's a runway down here. Should give us a direct crosswind. It's going to be a pretty quick stream. I had a couple technical issues. As in, I thought I was streaming earlier and I was not. Seems like it's an OBS Streamlabs glitch. Alright, there's my confirmation that we are getting already blown across. I got a lot of left rudder, full left deflection on the wings. Alright, what's the bet? That's funny, I got the deflection going the other way. That's what I wanted, a left, direct crosswind. Doesn't look like 25 though. Wonder what the, hang on, give me a second here. Alright, that's why. Probably might have to reload the weather. Or we're just gonna let it go. Go customize, we're gonna go match real world. Here we go. Gonna do a pretend run up. The the key sensitivity is insane. All right. Get this thing into position without getting wrecked here. A little bit of wind. Alright. Looks like we're around 3-1. Directional heading bug is set. One more adjustment with this. Mixture up. Prop in. Feel pretty comfortable with that. Left with the wings. Get a little bit of a feel for it. Not bad. 3-2. And turning crosswind. Whoa. It's going to be a little bit tricky on the downwind side. We're going to get blown right towards the runway, so I think I'm going to go slightly wider out. At pattern altitude. Doing pretty well right here. We have ortho scenery. There's our beam of the number. Extended center line. I'm going to give myself that little island out there below 110. Add that first notch of flaps. Gonna follow the beach and hook inside that little spot of grass over there. $1900 RPMs. Let that plane slow down. Keep checking. Keep checking. And about there. And we're going to go second notch of flaps. And start our final. Hey, Swiss cheese, how are you tonight? I'm just doing some pattern work. Got about a half an hour, and then I got to go to the got a Boy Scout meeting tonight. How's stuff over in your world? Yeah, I'm doing good. Got a good gusty wind going on here, so it's a fun time to be watching. Uh, 70. Start to straighten this thing out. Ooh, got the right rudder almost kicked away, almost full. Touch and go, come on. Not bad. Flaps up. Mixture up. That's it, it's about 300 feet. It's been a while since I've practiced some pattern work, so I decided I'd do a little bit tonight. I'm not sure about the prop wash. I just updated to version 4. I had world traffic on. I was testing a couple things earlier, and I kind of agree. I don't know if it simulates a lot of prop wash or not. I know if you get behind jets, you can definitely feel the difference. Alright. Okay. So it totally doesn't. I'm sure they'll probably somebody will fix that. Alright. Heading directly into the wind. Yeah, so far I've been just using the new what is it? Release candidate 4. So far so good. Indicated airspeed seems pretty low. Probably because I'm fighting into that wind. Whoa. Caught myself looking at the scenery there. And all right. Pretty good airspeed. Oh, nice. I got my Oculus for my birthday, too. I turned 48. Let's see, it looks like we're a beam of the numbers there. Good speed. Hold that nose there. You're going to love it. Changes everything. To reach over and to see the door. To basically want to be able to reach out and touch everything. Whew. Can't tell you how many times I dropped the touch controller on the seat next to me. The one of the first biggest change I noticed was the depth perception. So when you when you're landing, huge difference. You can actually tell, and it feels like you're a few feet off the runway. Kind of when I was in 2D, I could never really get that feel. And you can feel the wind a lot more too. I want to go 2 notches of flaps this time. It's really hard to describe until to people that are dedicated 2D pilots. But it's one of those, once they've tried it, it doesn't take long to convince. I was trying to use the, oh, dang, what's the name of it? Avi app. It's a little plug-in. Shoot, I'll have to look it up. Avi. I couldn't figure out how to still get it to move, to be interactive within the cockpit. I don't know if that's going to be possible. Alright, 2 white, 2 red. Still got 70. Dropping at 500. Right there. I'm using the NOAA weather plugin. Yeah, the possibilities are just, it's going to be amazing. I'm glad, I'd still consider yourself an early adopter. There's still a lot of people that haven't even contemplated the switch. Gonna float a little bit here. Try to land on that left wheel. I'm gonna float a lot. Left wheel, come on. Right. Oh, that wasn't too bad. I'll take that. Yeah, the future's gonna be awesome. Hey, Mock Crit, welcome to the channel. Yeah, when you switch though, it's a full switch. You can't go back. I've tried using the 2D cockpit. Your birthday's coming up though, you'll switch. That'll be awesome. One thing I'm glad is my chat, at least, has been reasonably consistent in the cockpit. Turning crosswind. And you will go all in, too. That's the cool part. When the Flight Sim convention was in Hartford, I tried one of the early releases. And I said, well, there's no sense in building a home cockpit. Still got this thing floored. It's a pretty strong wind. I think kind of my next investment, I think the consensus seems that the butt kicker seat kind of really completes everything. So not only do you get the full 3D, but you get the vibrations and the movement from the runways, and So that's going to be next. Oh man, if you can build a force feedback yoke, that'd be awesome. Below 110, first notch of flaps. Yeah, to get a good, respectable force feedback yoke, I think really there's only a couple. But I think it seems like hands down that Brunner yoke from Switzerland's the one that people seem to like. Are you familiar with the Cessna Sim project? I believe he had a custom force feedback system made for his sim pit. Gonna hit the second notch of flaps here. Check, check. Oh, nice. That's a good skill to have. Yeah, if you can fabricate your own stuff. Dip that left wing towards the wind. Hold it steady. It's a little rough. Oh, no, just kissed it. Let's see, yeah, the wind's going this way. And let's see if we go. That'd be a direct headwind, that'd be a tailwind. So that was kind of the best crosswind exercise I could get out of that. Those are some of my better crosswind landings. Can head down the coast a little bit. Take a look at the shoreline of Rhode Island and Connecticut. Little adjustment in the seat. Good. Turn off the landing light. Oops, had the taxi light on too. I haven't heard anything. I did experimented a little bit today with, I cranked up the World Traffic 3 and it was pretty good. So the interaction, I think just in the smoothness of the sim is getting better too. So hopefully we'll get some news on that. I think once X-Plane becomes a stable platform, we'll get more. I think small developers like World Traffic and Pilot to ATC will have a little more faith in their work isn't going to be like completely shifted around every time an update comes out. I think the avsim.com or .net, that's like one of the big Uh, I think that's the big world traffic. I mean, Pilot to ATC forums. I haven't checked that out lately. Been trying to get adjusted to getting everything to work correctly in here. Yeah, it would be so nice. You know, that question does pop up a lot. You know, whether it's truly like a whisper or if it really was like a somewhat factual rumor. It's probably too soon. Yeah, it's tough to hit a moving target. Um, you know, these software developers have a lot on their, like, I can't even imagine the complexity. You know, it's good too, you know, the community when they do tweaks and mods and change things around. Uh, you know, people fixing taxiways so World Traffic 3 works, and that's all really helpful stuff. It's interesting right there. I'm pretty sure whatever that little green stretch patch of land is probably a glitch. So tonight I have to go continue teaching Boy Scouts the photo merit badge. Trying to get these kids to send me photos has been a trick. I keep sending them reminders. I keep making the assignments a little bit easier. Oh. Everything's trimmed out pretty nice. 2,000 feet, EGT, fuel, everything looks good. Gonna do a quick land here at Groton, New London. Check my time. Yeah, I probably just have enough time to land this thing over here. Yeah, it is. And I would think it would be, you know, the photography merit badge would be a piece of cake for them. You know, they're doing photos all the time, taking pictures of everything. I have one kid, though, that's a high school senior. He's really good. He actually has his own camera, and he knows how to use it. He's got really nice compositions. He sent me a dozen pictures from a class trip in Boston. I was kind of jealous. I'm like, woo, wish I took some of those. So yeah, I think he's got a good possibility in an art career. All right, 1900 RPMs. Yeah, really good eye, and a good. I think he's really self motivated with photography. So I think he's you know, he studied the mechanical parts too, so he can grasp the manual camera controls to so he can capture what he wants. You know, a lot of the kids, I told them my goal is to make them see better. So you know, using a cell phone and stuff is fine by me because they are pretty good. You know, not quite the control, but um, not too shabby either. There's a gust of wind right there. All right. Ooh. Take pictures of the kids. That's what I do. Whenever I needed a subject, I always talked them into it. Just did candids. I have a great collection. It's good. It's getting gusty. RB2D1, welcome to the channel. You're coming in for our final landing of the afternoon. I'm going to have to run into Boy Scouts. Oh, got some right rudder kicked in here quite a bit. Got a little too much airspeed. Oh, this is going to be fun. Definitely need a second notch of flaps here, maybe. Uh, 70. Woo. Gusty, gusty. I say the best part about my stream, it's like NASCAR, turn into for the last 5 minutes to watch the wreck. Yeah, I love playing with the camera. Try to take it out, as much as I can. I photograph a lot of events, so I got a bat mitzvah. Oh, this looks horrible. Alright. Flaps up. Don't sink. Flaps up. Going around. Pedals back to neutral. Whew. Oh, the kid just want to play. Sometimes I let him do that a little bit. We just mess around, and then other times I figured I could bribe them into letting me do their photos. Alright. Where am I at? Coming around. Nobody golfing today, a little too windy. Yeah, my favorite time to photograph kids is when they're, 8 to 10 months old, when they can stand up, but they have to hold on to something. Then I find it a little bit easier. The next level I like to photograph kids at is when they're like 9, 10 years old, when they can start to understand you. To take it a little bit more, they have a little bit more understanding of what you're trying to do. But yeah, give me a feisty 8 to 10-year-old any day. Let's see, below 110, we're going to hit that first notch of flaps. I'm going to take it around this point and try to stick the landing. Alright, everybody. Place your bets. Is he going to wreck this thing? Wow. 1900. Ooh, we are jiggling all around up here. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you had the special needs kids. Yeah, one of the kids in my group. I don't know if I told you. He has autism, and when I give him my cell phone, he actually takes some photos. So I kind of try to work with him a bunch. Yeah, kids in art. How are they? Do they like surviving the day? So, do they do a lot of artwork or anything like that? All right, I'm lined back up. Oh, that's fun. You get Dance Dance Revolution on the PlayStation and go to town. I still feel like I'm up too high. I'm gonna float this puppy way down there. I got the full right rudder in. Yep. Alright. Second notch of flaps, see what that does. Whew. Coming in, come on. Drop that wing. Oh. Gusty, gusty, gusty. Oh, come on. Whew. Oh, I thought the room was hot before. Okay, so not good with the fine motor skills. Right? Yeah. Singing and dance. Games like Dance Dance Revolution might be something that could help give you, that energy burn-off factor. How about stuff like finger painting? Yeah, it was a full crab. It was pretty good. Let's see. You know what? If I take off the hood, maybe I can disable the headset and see the landing from a better view. Let's try that. Shift 9. Sweating like crazy. Let me find my chat. Alright, there we go. Let's see, what is it? Turn that off. Set the brake. Alt R's replay. Alright. Hang on, lost my chat. Shift 4, 5. Where is it? Trying to find a better view. I think it's this one. Let's try this view. I don't know if this is giving us the best view of this. That's better. Oh, I am all over the place. Kind of gather it up right about there. I felt comfortable. Then I hit a gust right there. Oh, that was my go-around. Ah. That's not a cool view. Hang on. We'll take the back view. How's that? Are you seeing anything now? Just the cam in the chat? Oh, know what it is? It's my, crap. I know what happened. Alright. I'll explain it in 1 second. This is one of the, learning curves of, one of the VR learning curves that I've managed to come up with. Alright. Here we go. Alright, I'm going to leave that there. This here. Pull the chat back up. Alright. So what happens is you need to use this tool called the Oculus Mirror. So did you see that? It shows both eyes. If I stream normally without the mirror, you only see like one left, like your left eye vertical. So you need to use the Oculus Mirror. But as soon as I disable the headset, it's no longer mirroring the Oculus. So I don't know if I can get all the same views. Well, actually, hey, that's pretty cool. But now I can't see my chat because now I got my hands up in the air. Hold it steady. Well, I got the rudder cranked. Catch that left wheel. Come on. Oh yeah, right there. Not bad. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully that makes sense. So how did the kids do with like finger painting? And oh, I think. Come on. Okay. Because I know, yeah, certain kids are going to gravitate to certain stuff, and if you can find out, like what they love, like the dancing and stuff, and figure out the most amount of ways to capitalize on that. Um, 4 and 2 is tricky, no matter what you do. All right, now I'll shut that headset off. Get back to my chat. Yeah, nah, I can see how that can wear you out, and how you're not, when you say, not time to photograph more, um, you know, to, when you say you're pretty, kind of burned out, like with having the time, yeah, you can definitely, I feel for you. I think, the good thing is, I think as they get older, like all kids, 2 and 4 is tricky no matter what. But I think they'll be a little bit, yeah, they'll definitely get better with, wanting to pay attention to stuff. One of the kids that I used to camp with, that had autism, he was a chess master. At 12, 13 years old, he'd stomp on me every time. Not that I'm a good player, but he was good. There wasn't really anybody at the campground that could beat him. So that was one of the things that he could concentrate on for a long period of time. He eventually went on to get his Eagle Scout award too. Whew. Yeah, it is. Even like regular needs kids, the poor kids, they get stuck in some of these classes at school and have zero interest in it. Of course they're not going to do well. But you give these kids Magic the Gathering cards, Pokemon cards, stuff that lights them up, and they will memorize everything to the furthest degree. Makes me, it drives you a little bit crazy as a parent, like how they can get into something so much, but then, just having, a couple minutes to do some extra math homework or something. It's all what they're interested in. And you'll find that stuff with them. All right, it's time for me to get changed and get ready for scouts. I got to figure out exactly how I want to approach tonight's meeting, whether I want to yell at them again and ask them where all their images are. or if I want to do some, take it a different route photographically, maybe do some desktop editing, I guess. Hey, yeah, you're welcome. Hey, thank you for stopping by the stream. You know, it's it's more fun to fly together once you get your headset, and if you ever find some time, and love to sneak in and watch your stream someday. Hey, that's the Val Dude salute. Yes, I'm a John Fly fan also. Haven't been into his chat in a while. It just has just been conflicting time schedules. But yeah, thanks again. Have a good night. And Slow Cool, thanks for stopping by also. Let's see if I hit the right end stream button. There we go. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm going to stop.